There we go. And as you can see here, we've got a lovely oil spill that's coming right down the side of our mountain over here. So let's come up here and let's see if we can grab a bucket of this stuff without stepping in it. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regrowth Reloaded. Okay, once again we've got a whole bunch of things that we need to do. First thing though, let's take a look in our quest book, and I have this quest here that we completed in the last episode and I forgot to go ahead and claim it, and that was Fire Away, where we had to create our titanium ingot out of that. So our reward is going to be 4 titanium ingots and 32 nether bricks. So let's go ahead and claim that reward. And then let's take a look at a few other things that we're going to do here. Let me get this straightened up real quick. Alright, so in our quest book, we're going to go to chapter 7, what the world is built from. We're going to come over here and we're going to do cobalt seeds. Now I went into the nether, I found enough cobalt to complete this task. So we're going to come in here. You don't even need to think about making seeds anymore, but you sure wouldn't mind some seeds for this elusive metal from the nether, and that's the cobalt. So let's take a look at this recipe, and this is 1 essence seed, 4 extreme essence, rune of envy, rune of lust, rune of greed, refined steel, block of manulin, block of cobalt, and blue dye. So let's come over here and we have all these goodies right here. Let me go ahead and move this stuff out of the way. There we go. Let's put all this down here. There we go. And let's get it started on our altar. So, block of cobalt, manulin, lapis or blue dye, refined steel, 4 extreme essence, essence seed, rune of lust, rune of greed, rune of envy. Alright, let me grab my wand, and this will take just a moment, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, the altar is ready. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. We have our cobalt seeds. Let me go ahead and put this stuff away, and then we will claim our reward. And that, and let's go ahead and bring our book back down. Open that up, and we're going to go ahead and take the extreme essence, claim that reward. Alright, let me get this out of the way here, and then we will, I'll take care of that in a little while, get it planted, and get brought up to where it needs to be. Alright, so that's it for seeds, thankfully. So we will have a few other, there's still a few seeds left, unfortunately, but that's it for the time being. The next thing we're going to be doing would be osmium seeds, and then hopefully we'll be able to get to the Certus quartz seeds, which aren't even open for us yet. They will appear up here, but osmium's our next thing, so that's also going to require manulin, a block of osmium. We've got tons of osmium from the nether itself. The manulin, we're out of, pretty much out of cobalt, and we're just growing ardite now, so once we get enough there to make a block of this, we'll be good to go for this one here. But for the time being, let's exit out of here, and we're going to go into chapter 4, what the world teaches, and we're going to come down here to feeling salty. The only thing you found outside the wastelands is the ocean. From what you can see, there is still some life surviving down there. It may be wise to read up on the sea and some of the ways it was employed by those who lived near it in the past. The pages of these tomes seem to be worn, and many of their images have become incomprehensible. So we've already gotten our basic materials and processing, our how to dive deep breathing, our Sea Witch's Guide, and our book, The Factory. So we need to get fishing and breeding. That's probably a quest that's part of, let me, just the heck of it, let's check. That is in, oh, which one is it? The Encoding of the World. Let me open this up. Now that gives us grasshoppers. There might be something in this one here, which is takes us down the fishing path, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. So let's come back in here and we'll just craft the book, Fishing and Breeding. If we take a look at the recipe, it is a reed fishing rod and a book. Now, a reed fishing rod is just like a regular fishing rod, except it's made with sugar cane. So let's go ahead and come over here, do this, and then these two here. Here's our reed fishing rod and a book. That will get us our fishing and breeding book. And we should be able to claim this reward for this task. Claim our reward, and we get 5 books and 16 experience drops. So let me go ahead and get these out of our way. Like I say, we're probably going to get this in another quest, but oh well, we'll have 2 copies of it then. I can always throw one in the recycle bin upstairs, or in the void chest, I should say. So we got that one done. So coming back here, we're going to go into chapter 9, The Life of the World. And I want to get some of these egg tasks done, particularly the 3 that we have highlight or flashing here, which are Hiss, Boom, so that's a creeper, Kitty, Ocelots, and Herm. You can guess who that one is. Villagers, of course. Let's go ahead and look at this one. Creepers have this odd look to them. If you look at them just right, they almost look like misshapen, miscolored pigs. But that can't be right, can it? Well, yeah, it's true. So let's take a look at our spawn creeper. We need a spawn pig. We need a creeper head, which we've been getting. Creeper hearts, which we can make. Gunpowder, which we got plenty of. TNT, which we can make. And 4 experience drops. And we have all that right here. We have a creeper heart, a creeper head, gunpowder, TNT, a spawn pig egg, and 4 experience drops. So let's go ahead and get this on the altar. That, these 4. All right. Let me let this do its thing, and I'll be right back with you as soon as it's ready. Okay, let's go ahead and get our egg here. Okay, and there we go. 1 spawn creeper egg. So let's come into our quest book and claim our reward. And there we go. We got a total of 2 creeper eggs now. Put those aside. Alright, back into the book. The next thing we're going to do will be the kitty. It's a kitty. What else needs to be said? Okay, so we're going to craft a spawn ocelot egg. So that is 2 gunpowder, 2 raw fish, any kind, 3 experience drops, and an egg. So that one's empty. Yeah, okay, so we got 2 raw fish, an egg, 2 gunpowder, and 3 experience drops. So let's go ahead and get this over here. Two raw fish, egg, 2 gunpowder, 3 experience drops. Alright, it'll take just a moment and I'll be right back with you. Alright, our altar's ready. Let's go ahead and put this up here and get it with our wand, and there we go. We have our spawn ocelot. Let's come in here and claim our reward. All right. And the last one we're going to be doing here is Herm. So let's take a look at that. Villagers annoy you a lot, but they sometimes have useful trades. If it gets too bad, you could always melt them in a smeltery. And if you don't know what that means, if you drop a villager in a smeltery, you get emeralds. So, not a nice thing. But let's go ahead and take a look at that. This is 2 emeralds, 1 wheat, 1 potato, 1 carrot, 3 experience drops, and an egg. So let's go ahead and grab the stuff in this chest here. Go ahead and move these out of the way. So, 2 emeralds, wheat, potato, carrot, 3 experience drops, and an egg. Alright, let's go ahead and get these put on our altar. Emeralds, wheat, potato, carrot, 2, 3 experience drops, and an egg. Alright, let's take just a moment, so I'll be right back with you as soon as it's ready. Alright, our altar's ready. Let's go ahead and put that on there and get with our wand. There we go. We've got our spawn villager. So let's come into our quest book, claim our reward. Another spawn villager. And this opens up these other things. So we've got Mentat's minions, and these are hobgoblins. We're not going to mess these today. Click clack. So this will make skeletons, and I think with these, yeah, it needs spawn villager eggs. So I'm going to have to make a whole bunch more villager eggs to get all these. So yeah, you got that one, warts and all. It's witches, brains, zombies. This one, I think, yeah, this is a why is this saying to make a spawn concussive creeper? Okay, well, that's weird. Okay, so we got to make a concussive creeper egg. Alright, so that's that anyways. Next thing I want to do in here is we're going to come into chapter 10. And this is how the world grows. And this is some witchery stuff. So let's start off here with Dr. Doolittle. Okay, ever wanted to talk to the animals you've brought back to this world? Where there's a will, there's a way. With the Polynesia charm, you can not only talk to, but even trade with your animal friends. Simply right-click on an adult, non-aggressive mod to trade with the charm in hand, to start trading with them. This includes zombies and skeletons if wearing the necromancer's robes, and creepers if wearing the witch's robes. So we're going to craft a Polynesia charm. Let's take a look at that recipe. And this is 4 nether warts, an iron ingot, 2 odors of purity, 1 whiff of magic, and a raw cod. So, let me get this stuff out of the way. There's our cod, there's our 2 odors of purity, a whiff of magic, our 4 nether warts, and our iron ingot. So, let's come over to here. So, it was iron ingot there. The nether warts were in the corners. Cod was in the center with a magic on the bottom, odor of purity on the side, and that gives us a Polynesia charm. So I think what you do, let's go ahead and try this out real quick. Let's walk over here to our animal pens. Get some chickens here. Let's see if we right click on the chicken. Yeah, he'll trade 11 seeds for 5 eggs. And what does this one want? 13 seeds for 6 eggs. 6 seeds for 5 feathers. Come on, guys. I'm getting all that stuff for free. Let's see what the sheep want. This guy, well, doesn't do anything. Cheapskate. That one's 7 wheat for 3 belladonna. That one's 10 wheat for 3 bones. 6 wheat for 2 jungle saplings. Don't need any of that stuff either. Let's try our pigs. 7 carrots for 7 mushrooms, 8 potatoes for 4 mushrooms, 13 potatoes for 6 flint, 9 carrots for 4 jungle saplings. Okay. And finally, let's check on the cows here. So this guy wants 12 wheat for 4 flint, 6 wheat for 2 jungle saplings, 9 wheat for 3 bones, 4 wheat for a jungle sapling, 12 wheat for 4 flint, 10 wheat for 3 water artichoke, 5 wheat for 2 mandrake roots. Nothing really useful at all, but we got it. Okay, we've got squid swimming in our oyster farm here. See if I can hit him without breaking my oysters. There we go. And I've been putting these over into our storage unit. So you guys know I've got the nether pearls, or ender pearls are there, and these are the other 12. So you can see we got over 100 of each of those. So yeah, the farm is working really well. We'll probably be doing something with the pearls soon, because I know there's a task coming up that's going to be creating a scuba suit, and that involves making plastic, using pearls and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. All right, let me clean up my inventory real quick, get that seed planted, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so I got all that stuff put away. I'm brought you outside here. I kind of rearranged a few things out here. You might notice that we've got like our items here. We've got our what is this? The squeezer. We got our carpenter. We got a rolling machine here, and you see I've got these pipes coming up here, and I've got this connected to our pump here over that comes over to here. Now we've managed to get all the magnesium that we'll probably ever need for the series in there. But what I did was I made some basic universal cables. Now these are mechanism cables, and they are made from 2 pieces of steel with 2 steel ingots with a piece of redstone in the middle, and that makes 8 cables. And I just went ahead and I swapped out some things over here from our power station. So let's come over this way. And I actually I changed out all those kinetic pipes that we had with the basic universal cable. So I've got these coming out here, this coming out this side, and they come down here, and then they run underground all the way over this way and then over that way, so that way we can get to our machines from inside the base. I've been working on a couple of things out here. As you can see, I grew yet another redwood, and I don't know if you saw this one, but there's a 3rd redwood there, so this makes 4. Also, there's all these mystical flowers here. Now, these are actually glimmering flowers, and I'm using these to light up the area. And you just take a mystical flower and you combine it with 2 pieces of glowstone, will make a glimmering flower. And then, as you can see, I'm going to press F7 here, and this opens up our light level overlay, and you can see that it produces light. So outside here where it's red, the mobs can still spawn there, but in here where it's green, they cannot spawn. So it lights up this area fairly well. I originally tried this with using glintweed, and well, that stuff just spread all over the place, and it was awful. I mean, literally there were like 8 stacks of glintweed that I wound up pulling up. So Yeah, so I decided let's try the glimmering flowers instead, because I'm going to probably use this area here for our witchery, which will probably be starting on in our next episode. We're going to have to start getting a little bit more into that. And then I've been laying down more dirt using our Rod of the Shifting Crust, trying to fill in as much as I can. You can see we got dirt going up the side of the mountain there. And then over in this area, you might notice something strange. And that is we get into here and the grass that's growing is just this awful dark green, almost black color, and our water is this beautiful blue. But what's going on here is, let's see if we can find it. Right here, this guy. You see the little glimmering thing there? That's where it says Aura Node. I was like, why is this area so different than the rest of it? And it turns out that this particular aura node that's in this area is called a dark aura node or a sinister node. And if we look at, let me step out over here, let me press F3, and you can see, where is it at? I saw it before. Okay. In the left-hand column, you'll see where it says Wasteland. It says LC79B Wasteland BL0, so on and so forth. This particular biome here is a wasteland, but if we come over into here, it changes to an eerie biome. So that's what those particular nodes do. So I don't know whether it's good, bad, or otherwise. My understanding is what they do is if mobs spawn in there, you're going to get the angry zombies, you know, the ones with the red eyes that when you kill them drops their brains. But I don't know if it's bad in any other way and how to clear it up, and I've got to do a little bit of research on that. All right, let me sleep real quick, and I've got another quest that I want to get started, which might lead us down a little bit of a rabbit hole, but I'll be right back with you in just a moment. All right, let's take a look in our quest book at chapter 5. Oh, you got a Polynesian, or I'm sorry, a fume filter out of that. I didn't claim that. Yes, I want that. That's for our witch's oven. That's going to help out. We'll get to some of this stuff next episode. All right, so we're going to go into what the world enables. We're going to open this up, and we're going to come up here to well-oiled. You've seen the occasional spout of oil breaking up the terrain of the wasteland. With the right engine, you might be able to burn it up for power. First things first, you should take a sample of the oil you found to take a closer look at it. So we need to pick up a bucket of oil. So I've got an empty bucket, and we know about the oil spout that's out there in the ocean, but I found something else over here while I was doing a little bit of exploring. Let me close this. Let me grab my sword just in case. We're going to come up over the hill here behind our redwood tree. And we're going to try, I saw a creeper on the map. Okay, I think he's underground actually. Let's see if we can climb up here. Alright, I know I had like a pathway to get me up this side of this hill. Just got to find it again. There we go. As you can see here, we've got a lovely oil spill that's coming right down the side of our mountain over here. So let's come up here and let's see if we can grab a bucket of this stuff without stepping in it. There's a bucket. Can we pick it up here? I think we kind of got to get it from the source where it's coming up out of the earth. All right. find that, or we got a pool here. There we go. Bucket of that stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look in the quest book. Okay, yep, I figured as much. All right, the oil seems exactly as you expected. The next step would be to build a pump to collect it more easily. A few wooden engines should be sufficient to power it. We've already crafted a pump, so we're done with that. Finally, to generate power, you'll need to get oil into a combustion engine along with some water to help cool it. So we need to craft a combustion engine. That is 3 iron ingots, redstone, a piston, and 2 iron gears. All right, let me head back towards our base, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so we're back here in our base, back in our area here, where our storage area. So let's take a look at that combustion engine again, and that is 3 iron ingots, redstone, a piston, and 2 iron gears. Now, I believe I have everything already. So we have iron gears. So let me go ahead and grab 2 of those. Piston. Go ahead and grab that. 3 iron. And a piece of redstone over here. I think that was everything that we needed. So we had the 2 iron gears, piston, redstone, 3 iron ingots. There we go. 1 combustion engine. So let's take a look at our quest book. Great. Okay, so we get 4 more combustion engines and 4 fluid tanks, and they are probably filled with oil. So let's take a look there. Alright, so it opened up another task for us, and that is going to be fueling your progression. But let's, before we do that, let's take a look here. Fluid tank, yeah, it's got oil in it. So, alright, back to here. Let's take a look at fueling your progression. Crude oil is all well and good as a source of power, but what if you were to refine it? Building a small refinery would allow you to turn your oil into fuel for a power cost, but making it much better source of power. So it wants us to make a refinery. That is 3 tanks, a diamond gear, and 2 redstone torches. We should be able to do that fairly easy. Let me go ahead and get this stuff out of the way. So tanks are 8 pieces of glass. So let me go ahead and grab some of that. One, 2, 3, 24. Okay, that's enough for the 3 tanks. Just like that. There we go. There's our 3 tanks. What else was it asking for? Okay, a diamond gear and 2 redstone. Diamond gear, I believe, well, let's look, is a gold gear with 4 diamonds around it. Do we have a gold gear? Yes, we do. Okay, diamonds. Let me make some diamonds real quick. Where's our diamond? There it is. Okay, we only need half of this. That'll make the 4 diamonds. Go ahead and put that back. Gold gear. 4 diamonds. There's our diamond gear. Diamond. Yay. And then 2 redstone torches. Do I have any redstone torches here? No. Easy enough. 2 pieces of redstone, 2 sticks. Like that. So it was here, here, that in the middle. 2, 3, and that makes us a refinery. Refine and define. More fireworks. All right, so let's see. Okay, now we got a detection task. Okay, so now we've got to make a fuel bucket. So let me see. I think I remember this. If we come up here, and let's go ahead and put this over here where we got some power. I think that requires power. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah. And then we take a bucket of oil. If we put it in there, does that do anything? Doesn't seem to. Maybe needs oil in both sides. Go ahead and grab one of these tanks here. There and there. It doesn't appear to be doing anything. All right, let me sleep real quick and I will look into this and I'll be right back with you. All right, so it appears that the refinery does not like these basic universal cables, possibly. Let me try something else. We got these combustion engines, so let me try this. So let's take one of these. And we'll go ahead and we'll put him down. Let's see. We'll put our refinery down here. Step back. Put some combustion engine into the back of this. Like that. We're going to need grab. I need a lever. Got one here. And out here. Let's that on the back here. There. Need some water. Can I get it from there? Okay. How much water does this thing hold? 10. 10. You just right click on this. Okay, so it's filled with water. We can run this off of the oil as well. So let me just go ahead and put the rest of this oil in there. I lost it when I picked up the refinery. And there we go. Go ahead and put down another one of these there. And then we'll go ahead and put a little bit of this in here. All right, now let's see if this does the trick. I'm going to flip this engine on. There we go. Our refinery is running. And I'll be right back with you as soon as we get a bucket of fuel out of this. All right, this thing's got a bucket of fuel in it. Let's see if we can right click on it with our bucket. No, it doesn't look like it. I think I'm going to have to pump it out of there into another container. So hang on, I'll be right back with you. Okay, let's try this one now. Will this work? I've got a wooden fluid pipe here connected to that. Yes, I will pump it into this tank, and I know I can get a bucket of fuel out of there from this. So let that do its thing here. We have one bucket in there, so if we scoop that up, there we go. That, okay, we get a reward, 2 more refineries and 4 tanks of fuel. So let's go ahead and claim our reward. Oh my, what a pain in the neck that was. I don't really know if this is something we're going to be doing or not. I guess if we need more energy, we do have the oil flow over there fairly close, so we should be able to set up refineries and process that into fuel, set up some combustion engines to run off of that fuel. That will, of course, also provide energy for our base over here. But yeah, it's kind of a pain. I don't know if it's worth doing. All right, well, that's it for this episode. Next episode, hopefully we're going to be delving more into some witchery again, get a few of those quests done, and we'll see what other paths are out there for us to follow. So, until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Goodbye.